Hi there, Christopher Lawrence and Dr. Mike Breen here, certified life coach and certified chiropractor.
I'm certified already.
We're here to talk about the Healthy Transformations weight loss program, an inflammation reduction program, and we've had some questions about what is the basis of your program, and the basis of it is a ketogenic model.
Yeah,
so
the food basis.
The food basis is a ketogenic model.
Yeah.
So, Mike, why don't you tell us about what is ketogenic? What does it mean to be in a ketogenic state or ketosis?
Yeah. Ketogenic diet, we won't get into too many of the specific details, but the essence of a ketogenic model is that it's higher in fat, moderate protein, and lower in carbohydrate. And the contemporary science and big stuff came out last year from the United States Department of Agriculture strikes a committee called the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee that these very, very high-end scientists put together a huge document that's used to actually guide the government in terms of the development of their own food guide, and that's another story altogether. But the guidelines document gets into a whole bunch of detail. One of the key things that they found, and this is the collection of data that's already been done, research that's already been done, and then they look at it from a meta-analysis perspective. And they, for the very first time in the history of this guidelines committee, removed the upper level for fat consumption in our diet.
So that means that you can eat as much fat as you want is basically what they're saying.
The essence of it is, in very simple terms, is fat doesn't make you fat. Sugar makes you fat. And that's a very interesting thing because our
fat
diet
doesn't make you fat. There's a whole history of this.
Nor does fat contribute directly to cardiovascular disease and all of these other interpretive things that have been done through science, to be fair, over the course of the last 40 years, and it's basically done a 180 or done close to it, where the consumption of diets that are higher in fat and lower in carbohydrate are actually being shown to reduce inflammation and to reduce all these other aspects of disease conditions that were typically associated with fat consumption. We're the opposite now. So that's what the program is based upon, a ketogenic model. And it's not a point system. We're not a calorie counting system. There is a certain amount of caloric restriction that's used in the program, but the key element is to learn how to eat a diet that is really different than most people have learned to eat.
And a diet that you can eat for the rest of your life.
And it's yummy. I mean, it's really good food.
It's good food. Because you add fat back in, and fat is the flavor.
Rich food.
Yeah, it's very rich.
It's been so interpreted that rich food was the stuff that made you sick, and in fact, it's the opposite now, which is sometimes hard for people to get used to, but that's the nature of it. So it's called a ketogenic diet. You can look that up too. There are some things that are important to learn and know about ketogenic diets. People who do it too aggressively can get themselves into trouble, which is why it has to be supervised, and that's the nature of the problem. But really, to learn how to teach people how to learn to do it on a long-term basis is, again, one of the key elements. It's not just a short-term thing.
No, this is about sustaining it for the rest of your life.
Correct. It ain't hit and run weight loss. That's not what we're talking about. It's about doing this in the long term and teaching people how to understand the nature of food behaviors.
So what do you think of that? You can eat fat.
Yeah.
You might think we're cracks and quacks, and we'd like to hear about that too. So please let us know, because we can absolutely prove it to you. It's founded in science, and we have a number of client groups who have gone through this now and have had tremendous success.
Yes.
So we would love to share that with you too. So if you have any questions or comments, please reach out to us at healthytransformations.ca, and feel free to check out the info sessions if you are in Calgary or the Calgary area.
Right on.
Thanks very much.
Yeah.